learning network. It brings. Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnered with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to bring you groups and live topical forums that provide rich content that are moderated by the best in each field, providing second-to-none information for your benefit. Hypr Community will foster networking that will bring together faculties, local students, regional students, and professionals onto a platform dedicated solely to your success. Best of all, it is free for all students. Go now to www.hyprcommunity.com and sign up today. Hypr Community. Learn, grow together. Hypr Community is brought to you by HyperAcademics Jamaica Limited.
Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics, again, here to proudly announce our plans for this academic year. First up, HyperAcademics will not be tutoring this year. What? Hold up, not so fast. It's not quite like that. The current pandemic has changed a lot of things, and our medical education was not spared. Therefore, as the dynamic face of the pandemic and the medical education changes, so too must we demonstrate our malleability and our ability to evolve to solve emerging needs. In pursuit of that, we have, over the last few months, spent a great deal of time consulting with medical professionals, faculty, companies in other jurisdictions, and most importantly, many of you students. These consultations have concluded that traditional tutoring cannot work. Well, at least not alone. With the newly introduced access to your online classes and recordings, it gives us at HyperAcademics more reason to encourage you to attend your lectures and watch recordings, as the University of the West Indies remains the #1 authority on content for your exams. Therefore, here is the formula that we have devised. We've developed the Hypr Community, a learning platform like never seen before in these parts, bringing together the convenience and familiarity of social media and a powerful learning management system. This platform will see students networking with consultants, residents, other doctors, other professionals, and other students from across the region. Students will all have free access to groups and forums dedicated to various courses, all semester long. We have collaborated with a team of medical students and doctors to source and create academic content specific to the UE syllabus, which we will deliver via our Hypr videos. We expect that these videos will bridge the gap that exists with other such offerings that do not hit the nail right on the head where the UE syllabus and Caribbean epidemiological data are concerned. These videos will be synchronized with review quizzes, exam simulations, and textual information and reference materials to set you on the right track to success. As you do this, links will direct you to groups and forums where discussions will ensue on core topics, except that it will foster 24-hour access to clarification from members and not be limited to the boundaries of a 2-hour paid tutorial. Each week, we will facilitate 2 2 sessions. But wait, did I not say that we will not be tutoring this year? Well, as part of our renewed approach, these 2 sessions a week will cover high-yield content and topics or aspects of topics that you have issues with. Therefore, each week, students will have the opportunity to tell us exactly what they want to gain from these sessions. Isn't that amazing? Essentially, HyperAcademics is prepared to be that 24 hours, 7 days, 12 months companion on your academic journey. We will provide you with tips, academic counseling, follow up on your study progress, and help you maintain that focus as you grapple, like us, with the realities of the COVID-19 pandemic. We have established a medical podcast where we hope to connect, educate, entertain, and advocate. We encourage you to listen on all podcast platforms as well as on our website, as we have exciting things in store for you. We have no doubt that this year will be a rewarding one for you. And with us, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Join the Hypr community at www.hyprcommunity.com. Follow us on social media at HyperAcademics and let us help you succeed. After all, your success is our mission. Hi guys, good afternoon. I want to apologize for our tardy start, but definitely there was nothing much lost because you were receiving some well-needed information about HyperAcademics and what HyperAcademics has in store for everyone for this semester. As you know, my name is Devon Malcolm Brewster, Managing Director of HyperAcademics Jamaica Limited, and it is my distinct pleasure once again to welcome you to MedSkool KickOff, a 4-day extravaganza where HyperAcademics Jamaica Limited, in partnership with student leadership organizations all around the Caribbean, join forces to put together a wonderful program that will ensure that our incoming students at all of US campuses to the medical and dental programs are well oriented from a student perspective and prepared to embark on this very critical journey that everyone wants to and should ensure that they have as medical and dental students. Today is the last day of MedSkool KickOff, and as we know, all good things must come to an end. It's a bittersweet moment for me, although I'm tired and I popped down. I'm sure you can see it on my face. It's been 4 wonderful, exciting days, and I am just happy that there are many of you who have still joined us every single day, and to you I say big up yourself. Okay, so today, for our final day, I think it's going to be one of the most exciting days. Today is the day that we play Family Feud. Yes, Family Feud, an Inter-Campus Family Feud. We have teams of 3 individuals from St. Augustine, from Caville, and from Mona, who are definitely ready. They are definitely ready to show their wit and show their tenacity in all things MedSci. And so I want to just invite everybody, but I think it is in order that before we start, we actually introduce everybody. Now, oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys, that I'm going to put you on spotlight, because when we did our rehearsal, we did not, I forgot to mention that we're going to introduce you individually, but you are all here, and I know you won't mind. And so we're going to start in alphabetical order. So I'm going to ask the representatives from Caville to cue up the cameras and cue up the microphones to just tell the audience hello, tell them if you're happy to be here or not, and let them know how confident you are that you are going to win. And so we're actually going to start with Chad and bring up Chad to introduce himself and tell us how excited he is to be here.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Chad Ford. I'm from the beautiful island of Barbados, and I'll be a first-year med student at Cave Hill campus. It has been quite an excited adventure here these last 3 days, and now today being the last. I have learned so much. Thank you guys for the tips, and it's time to end off with a bang. And I believe that KFLB will bring it home this evening.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your confidence. Next, we are going to go over to Andy. Now, Andy is not from the KVille campus, but Andy was gracious enough to lend us her talent to support the KVille team. So, Andy, we just wanted to introduce yourself and let us know exactly actually which campus you're coming from and how happy you are to help the people from KVille.
Hi, good day. My name is Andy Cunningham, and I am actually a first year DPM student from the St. Augustine campus. And I'm very excited to be taking part in this family feud to the KFL campus. And I hope it's fun and we all have a good time today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And last but by no means least, from the KVille campus, we have Ahmad. Ahmad, Wagwan.
Hey. Good evening. I'm doing well, can't complain. Excited to be a part of the final day here. I'm from KFL and I'm first year in the MBBS program. It's great to have a little head start so I don't have to work too hard, you know?
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we start with Cave Hill. We're gonna go up north in alphabetical order. So we're gonna go to Mona, and we're gonna start with Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Afternoon, guys. I'm Mark Anthony. I'm representing for Team Mona. I'm from the first year MBBS program, and we're just here to win. You know, we're here to play.
Wonderful. I love the energy. Thank you so much. And then we're gonna go to Delicia. Delicia, how are you doing? And welcome.
Hi, good day, everybody. Well, evening. I'm Delicia. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, but I'm a first year at Mona. I'm so excited to take part today, and I just hope it's fun.
It definitely will be. Thank you so much. And while we're at it, guys, in the comment section, whether you're joining on Facebook or joining on YouTube, I just want you to just let us know where you're representing from. Let us know what team you're batting for, whether it is Team Mona, Team St. Augustine, or Team KVille. And last but by no means least, from Team Mona, we have Rayshawn. Rayshawn, how are you doing, man?
Hi everyone. My name is Rayshawn. I am a first year medical student for the MBBS program at representing UE Mona campus, and I'm excited to be here. It's been a great past 3 days at the MedSkool KickOff. I've learned a lot, appreciated a lot, and yeah, here to win.
Wonderful. Happy to have you. Thank you so much. And then we're gonna go to the last team down in the south. We're gonna go down to Trinidad at the St. Augustine campus, and we're gonna start by inviting Kira. Kira, hi, how are you doing? Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kira Christopher. I'm originally from the island of Antigua and Barbuda, and I'm really happy to be representing St. Augustine today. And we're just here to take everything home. We're here to win. We're here to do our thing,
I love the energy. Thank you so much. And next, we're gonna go to Trudy. Trudy, hi, good afternoon. How are you doing? Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi, I'm a first year MBBS student at St. Augustine, and I'm happy to be here representing the campus.
Wonderful. And I am very happy to have you. And last but by no means least, we have Melissa, who represents the St. Augustine campus. Hi, Melissa, how are you doing? Your microphone we're not hearing from you right now. Okay, your microphone is actually not muted, but we're not hearing you. So we're gonna try to see how best we can fix that. I'm gonna ask you, Melissa, if you could just drop off and then come back on, and hopefully by the time you do that, your microphone can be working again. So you can just leave and then come back on, and hopefully, but when the prompt comes up, you just select it and we'll be good to go. But for the most part, except for Melissa, unfortunately, you have been introduced to everybody. So guys, you can see we have people who are confident. They're confident they're going to win. They don't even know what they're going to be asked. They don't know what is it going to be about. They don't know anything, but all they have is confidence. And I love it. I love the confidence. Let's just try again with Melissa to see if our microphone is working. Melissa? Oh my, Melissa, the microphone is still not working. So we're gonna try to see if we can have you over on the Zoom where your audio might work. So just hold on 1 second, okay? So guys, while we just try to connect Melissa, I'm just gonna ask if you could just view this ad. It's just about 2 minutes, which would give sufficient time for us to try to get Melissa hooked up. Okay.
Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics again, here to proudly announce our plans for this academic year. First up, HyperAcademics will not be tutoring this year. What? Hold up, not so fast. Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to bring you groups and live topical forums that provide rich content that are moderated by the best in each field, providing second-to-none information for your benefit. Hypr Community will foster networking that will bring together faculties, local students, regional students, and professionals onto a platform dedicated solely to your success. Best of all, it is free for all students. Go now to www.hyprcommunity.com and sign up today. Hypr Community. Learn, grow together. Hypr Community is brought to you by HyperAcademics Jamaica Limited.
Okay, guys. So we're not yet confirmed as to whether or not we have Melissa, but hopefully it will be sorted out soon. Fortunately, for the first round, St. Augustine will not be going. The first round will actually be Cave Hill and Mona. We met earlier on and we made a decision objectively as to who's going to go first. And so we're going to start with Cave Hill and Mona. Now, many of you, I am sure, know of Family Feud. You know of Family Feud. You know how Family Feud is played. You know the regular round. You also know of the fast money round and all the other rules of Family Feud. But because this is obviously a sort of makeshift sort of thing, we're not going to follow all the rules of Family Feud. So I'm just going to explain how we're going to go. So we're not going to have any fast money round. We're basically just going to have regular rounds, right? But we're going to have 3 sets. So a set consists of rounds. The first 2 rounds are going to have, I think, about 4 questions. And then the group that has the most points is the winner. Right, so the first round, the winner of the first round goes straight to the finals. The group who loses the first round will then contend with St. Augustine in the second round, so they have a second chance to enter the finals. And then whoever wins the second round advances to the final. And then in the final, we actually have, I think, about 6 questions, so 6 rounds in that final set. And obviously, whoever comes up with the most points win. You do know that when we start, we're going to ask a first question. We have a private chat on our end. We have a private chat where the teams will actually use as their buzzer. So whoever is first will get to answer the question, and then they will decide whether they want to play or whether they want to pass. And then we go, as Family Feud always is, answer the question. And if it is you get 3 wrong, you end up getting the buzzer. And if you get the buzzer 3 times, then the other team gets a chance to answer the question and to steal. Okay. And once they're able to do that, then they will actually get the points. Okay. So guys, I'm just gonna ask for another 2 minutes just to do one final thing that is necessary to ensure that Melissa is on, as well as that we can flow properly. And then as soon as we're back, we'll be heading straight into the Family Feud. So just hold on for just 2 more minutes. We apologize. And we look forward to seeing you in these 2 minutes where we can get everything up and ready to go.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to bring you groups and live topical forums that provide rich content that are moderated by the best in each field, providing second-to-none information for your benefit. Hypr Community will foster networking that will bring together faculties, local students, regional students, and professionals onto a platform dedicated solely to your success. Best of all, it is free for all students. Go now to www.hyprcommunity.com and sign up today. Hypr Community. Learn, grow together. Hypr Community is brought to you by HyperAcademics Jamaica Limited.
Okay, guys, so we are back and we are definitely ready to go. So as I mentioned before, our first teams are the Mona and the Caveville teams. So from Mona, I'm going to invite Mark Anthony, and then I'm also going to invite from Caveville, Chad. So let us see them. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Are you ready for the first round?
Devon, I think you forgot it's Rayshawn that's going to do the buzz.
Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let us bring Rayshawn. Very good. Okay. Hi, Rayshawn. So remember, guys, the rules is that the rule is for the first question, after I ask the question, you're going to buzz in the private chat. And obviously, we'll both know who goes first. Don't buzz before the question is done. The question needs to be done first. And then, if you get it correct, whoever gets it correct, you can let us know if you want to stay, if you want to play, or if you want to pass. Okay? So, without further ado, let us get this going. Here, this. Okay. Yes, guys, we know how technology can be sometimes. we had everything fully set up, and then it decides to do what it want to do. But we are right here. Yes, we are here. Okay. So we have the team 1 and team 2. Okay, we're gonna exit one more time and start. Okay. So we have Mona and we have Dave Hill who are all ready to start. So guys, I want you to just light up in the YouTube chat. And bat for your team. Let us know who you're supporting. We want to hear the rounds of applause. We want to see it too. Man, the chat looks dead. Okay, guys. So let's get ready for round one. Okay, guys. So we're gonna ask the first question, and remember, guys, we have Chad and we also have Rayshawn. We're gonna buzz in the group chat so we know who is going to go first. Okay. So the first question is, what is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours? Okay, we have Rayshawn. Rayshawn, what's your answer?
In class.
In class? Let us see. And that is actually the number one answer. So during lectures, by the way, I should have mentioned that we actually surveyed students. We actually surveyed students and we got the number one answers from the students. So the data that you're seeing here is actually from students from first year, from second year all the way to final year across the different campuses. So the number one answer is during lectures. Rayshawn, what do you want to do? Does Mona want to play or does Mona want to let the other team go?
Yes, Mona will play.
Mona wants to play. Okay, wonderful. So since Mona wants to play, let us bring on all the other members of Team Mona. We have Mark Anthony, who is joining Rayshawn, as well as Delicia. How are you guys doing? Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we're gonna go to Delicia. Delicia, the question is, what is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours? What's your answer?
The library.
The library. Wonderful. Big up yourself. Okay, next we're gonna go to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, what is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours?
Would I say the lab?
Oh, wow, you guys are on a roll. Congratulations. Very good. So we have two more. So let's head back to Rayshawn. Rayshawn, the question is, what is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours?
In the car.
In the car? So sorry. Remember, you have two more strikes, and after these two strikes, Kevin will get the opportunity to steal. Let us go to Delicia. Delicia, what is the most common place to fall asleep during class?
Oh gosh. In the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria. Okay. Close enough. Students' lounge, same thing. So congratulations. And you have one more chance. Let us go. So we're going to go to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, what is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours?
On a bench or sofa?
So sorry. Remember, guys, you have one more chance before Kevin gets the opportunity to steal. So back to you, Rayshawn. What is the most common, oh my God, look, I forgot the question. What is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours?
The cabana.
The what?
Cabana.
Let me see if that's the answer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Haha. So that means that Keville has the opportunity to steal. So we're going to invite Keville to come on board and let us see. We're going to actually start with, we still have Delicia on board. Okay, we're going to start with Andy. Andy, what is the most common place to fall asleep during school hours?
Sick bay.
So sorry. So that means actually, therefore, Mona gets the opportunity to take all of their points. So let us assign the points for this round to Mona, and let us see what the answer to this is. But let's see what the chat is actually saying. We have people batting for Team Kville, and we have people batting for Delicia. So that one last one that no one got is actually home. The most common place to fall asleep, which is at home during school hours. Guys, so let me just put it out there that one, you should not be sleeping during your lectures. Don't fall asleep at home. You should actually be in the lecture theater. Don't sleep in the lecture theater, in the library. You need to be up doing your work. In the student lounge, you need to be chilling and eating to get back to work, okay? So without further ado, we are going to actually go to the next round, and the next round is for Kville. So let us invite Kville. Okay. So let us just bring Kville onto the screen. Oh, I've actually forgot to mention earlier on that in the first round, the points are single. In the second round, the points are double. And in the third round, the points are actually triple. So this is a double round, okay? So we're actually gonna start with Chad. So Chad, the question is, name the most popular fast food restaurant on campus.
Oh, at my school is probably the Chaos.
The what?
Chaos.
Kiosk? So sorry. Let's go to Ahmad. Ahmad, what is the most popular fast food restaurant or fast food option on campus?
When you say fast food option, you mean like a specific company or a specific food type?
A specific company. So you could call any.
Chefette.
Chefette. Okay, guys, you have one more chance. So Andy, we are trusting you to give us a correct answer. So Andy, what is the most popular fast food restaurant on campus?
I'll say KFC.
Big up yourself. Thank you very much for saving your people. Okay. Now, by the way, remember, guys, that this survey was actually done with all campuses. So therefore, any fast food company or restaurant can come up from any of the campuses. But of course, it's a survey, so maybe Chefette, for example, might be popular in Barbados, but it did not come up in our survey. So we're actually going to go right back to Chad, for Chad to tell us, Chad, what is the most popular fast food restaurant on campus?
TNT.
What?
TNT.
Okay then. So so sorry, guys. It means therefore that Mona has a chance to steal. So let us bring on Mona and remove Kville. Let's see if we have all the Mona people. Yes, we actually do. So the question to the students from Mona, representing Mona, is, what is the most popular fast food restaurant on campus? And we're going to actually go to Rashawn.
Burger King.
Burger King. And for the answer of Burger King, you actually got it correct. Congratulations. Congratulations
well done.
to the Mona campus. And because of getting that answer correct, the Mona campus gets to go home with all these points. Okay. I'm so sorry to my Kville peeps. So let's actually see what the answers were. The other answers were. The second answer is Beehive. So that's actually at the Mona campus. So in all fairness, Keville probably would not have known. But in all fairness as well, there's also something on there from Keville. The fourth answer was just tuck shops or shacks. And then the fifth answer is the mount. And based on my understanding, the mount is actually in Cave Hill. So thank you very much, guys. This was the second round, and we're now gonna go into the final round. So let us just see what our scores are at the moment. We have Mona with 214 and Keville with 0, unfortunately. But Keville, you still have an opportunity, because guess what? In the final round, it's going to be triple. Okay, so let us just bring that up right now. Okay, so we actually have Mona right now for round 3. So Mona, we are going to start with Mark Anthony. So Mark Anthony, the question for this round is, what is the best way to prepare for midterms or finals?
You have to study, man. Study.
Wonderful. So congratulations, got that correct. Study from early. Very good. So we're gonna go to Delicia. Delicia, what is the best way to prepare for midterms or finals?
Past papers.
Wow, congratulations. That was actually the top answer. Okay, so we're gonna go to Rayshawn. Rayshawn, the question is, what is the best way to prepare for your midterms or finals?
Attending tutor or review sessions.
Unfortunately, that's not one of the answers. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, what is look, I forgot the question. What is the best way to prepare for your midterms or finals?
Attend HyperAcademics.
That is actually so true, but unfortunately, it is not one of the answers. But in hindsight, I actually think that someone should have put that in the survey, because it is actually true. Okay, so we're gonna go back up to Delicia. Delicia, what is the best way to prepare for midterms or finals?
Study groups.
Okay, congrats you. Okay, it's kind of stuff. Congratulations. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so remember, guys, remember you have 2 strikes. It means that one more strike and Keville gets the opportunity to steal. Okay, so we're gonna go back up to Rayshawn. Rayshawn, what is the best way to prepare for your final exams or midterms?
Pulling an all-nighter.
Excuse me?
Pulling an all-nighter.
Or pulling an all-nighter. Let us see if that is actually an answer. Congratulations, that is actually an answer. Congratulations. So we're gonna go back to Mark Anthony. Remember, you have one more opportunity to get something wrong, or Keville gets the opportunity to steal. The question is, what is the best way to prepare for your midterms or final exams?
I would say watching crash course videos.
Congratulations. Congratulations. So there's actually one more answer. That means you have one more question with one more strike. Man, Delicia, no pressure at all, but plenty pressure. Delicia, what is the best way to prepare for final exams or midterms?
Just relaxing. Yes, I don't.
That's not a correct answer. So, Keville, I want you to gear up because Keville, you have the opportunity to steal. So let us bring back on Keville, and we're gonna go to Ahmad. Ahmad, answer the question for us. What is the best way to prepare for midterms or final exams?
I would say utilizing flashcards.
I personally think that it is close enough to making notes.
Yeah.
Let's see what the comment section. Let's see what the comment section think. Do you think that making notes is close enough to the answer that Ahmad gave? I'm a bit torn. I'm no Steve Harvey. So we want to know what the people on YouTube actually think. Do you think that we should give the points to Cave Hill? Okay, I'm actually not seeing the answers yet. Khalid is saying yes. Okay. Well, guys, I agree. I'm gonna go with what the crowd is saying, and so we're gonna give that point to Keville. It thus means that Keville gets the opportunity to steal all the points.
Wow, that's a bummer.
For Mona, man, guys, that's just how life is sometimes. And so, the final scores are Keville with 313 and Mona with 214. Guys, this reminds me of something, and it reminds me of Shakari. This is definitely a Shakari moment. But guys, don't worry. You have one more chance again. You have another chance to contend with St. Augustine, our Keville people. So you have one more chance to win. So guys, as we prepare for the second round, we're just gonna go to a quick break and we will be back in short order. So just stay with us for a few minutes. Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics, again, here to proudly announce our plans for this academic year. First up, HyperAcademics will not be tutoring this year. What? Hold up, not so fast. It's not quite like that. The current pandemic has changed a lot of things, and our medical education was not spared. Therefore, as the dynamic face of the pandemic and the medical education changes, so too must we demonstrate our malleability and our ability to evolve to solve emerging needs. In pursuit of that, we have, over the last few months, spent a great deal of time consulting with medical professionals, faculty, companies in other jurisdictions, and most importantly, many of you students. These consultations have concluded that traditional tutoring cannot work. Well, at least not alone. With the newly introduced access to your online classes and recordings, it gives us at HyperAcademics more reason to encourage you to attend your lectures and watch recordings, as the University of the West Indies remains the #1 authority on content for your exams. Therefore, here is the formula that we have devised. We've developed the Hypr community, a learning platform like never seen before in these parts, bringing together the convenience and familiarity of social media and a powerful learning management system. This platform will see students networking with consultants, residents, other doctors, other professionals, and other students from across the region. Students will all have free access to groups and forums dedicated to various courses, all semester long. We have collaborated with a team of medical students and doctors to source and create academic content specific to the UE syllabus, which we will deliver via our Hypr videos. We expect that these videos will bridge the gap that exist with other such offerings that do not hit the nail right on the head where the UE syllabus and Caribbean epidemiological data are concerned. These videos will be synchronized with review quizzes, exam simulations, and textual information and reference materials to set you on the right track to success. As you Hey guys, we are back and we should be definitely ready to go. So guys, we are now on round 2. Round 1 was a brutal match where I am sure Mona was confident that Mona was on the track to winning. But guys, that's how life is sometimes. Life throws us curveballs, and sometimes we think we're winning and we're not. So Keville, I appreciate the fact that Keville did not get dejected and Keville stayed here confident, waiting for their time to win. And so we're going to now come on with Mona and Keville. So we're gonna start with Rayshawn, who is going to buzz for Mona again, and also who's buzzing for St. Augustine? Okay, Trudy, I'm gonna ask you to buzz for St. Augustine. So remember, guys, for the two of you, you need to go in the chat, in the private chat, and announce. And when I ask the question, that you can actually state what your preference is. So let us just ensure that everything is ready, and we are set to go. Okay. So let's just get rid of this. So Mona and St. Augustine, we should be ready to go. Guys, I actually need to stop sharing so that we can share the other screen. So guys, just wait for just about 1 minute while I just ensure that this thing is fixed. So just guys, we're not gonna go more than another 30 second break.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize.
Okay, guys, so we are ready. We are actually ready with Mona and St. Augustine. So we have our two buzzers, Trudy and Rayshawn. Trudy and Rayshawn. So let us get to round 1. Okay, but just before we actually ask the first question, let's just make sure that Melissa is on. Melissa, can you hear us? You are joining via Zoom.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I can hear you. You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you. I believe if you can hear Melissa, just say hi to Melissa on the YouTube chat, please, so we can know. Other guys on the StreamYard, can you hear Melissa? Okay, wonderful. Okay, so Melissa, you can be heard. Okay, so time for the first question. So remember, Trudy and Rayshawn, y'all need to buzz. So, and remember, don't buzz until I finish asking the first question. Okay? So, the first question is, what is the best way to not fall asleep in class? Jamaica again. Rayshawn, what are you going to do? Are you going to play or are you going to pass?
Play.
Wonderful. So, Jamaica has decided that they're going to play. Congratulations on another opportunity, and let us see how best we can go. So, actually, I made a mistake because Rayshawn, you need to actually answer the question so that if you are incorrect, then the other team gets the opportunity to answer. So, my apologies. Rayshawn, answer the question for us, please. What is the best way to not fall asleep in class?
Actively participating.
I think that it is close enough to asking questions. So again, I suppose you're actually going to go play.
So let us invite the other members of the Team Mona. Team Mona, you are on again. Okay, so we're gonna go down to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, what is the best way to not fall asleep in class?
By getting a good night's rest.
I think it's a wonderful answer. I personally think it's a good answer. It should have been up there. It should have been up there. But the survey was done, and no one thought that getting a good night's rest would make them stay up in class. So we're gonna go down to Delicia. Delicia, what is the best way to not fall asleep in class?
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Unfortunately, it is not there. So guys, you actually have one more strike. You have 3 strikes. You have 1 more to go before St. Augustine gets the opportunity to answer and get the opportunity to steal. And so we're gonna go back to Rayshawn. Rayshawn, what is the best way to not fall asleep in class?
Drinking water or eating something sweet for energy.
Let us see if that's on there. So sorry. So it does means that Cave Hill gets the opportunity to steal. Not Cave Hill, St. Augustine. So let's bring up from St. Augustine. We have Trudy, we have Kira, and we also have Melissa, who we will not be able to see, unfortunately, because Melissa is joining on Zoom, but we will all be able to hear Melissa. So we ask Trudy to answer. Trudy, what is the best way to not fall asleep in class?
Maybe taking a walk or stretching.
Let us see. Unfortunately, that's not there. So since it is not there, it means that Mona gets the points that they earned. So congratulations to you, Mona, on getting those points. Actually, guys, I am actually also realizing that for somehow on the system, the points, the assigning of the points seem to have been out of whack, because it was not supposed to be double in this round, but we're still gonna press along, okay? Yes, so let us see what the other answers were. So number 1 answer was write notes. The second answer was, oh, you guys can see. Sorry. The first answer was write notes. The second answer was don't go. If you don't go to class, you won't have to contend with that challenge. But of course, HyperAcademics encourages you to go to all of your classes. And number 4 was chat. I guess they meant chat with your friends or chat with someone to keep you awake. You should actually be paying attention, but so congratulations to Mona on getting those points. We are going to go to the next round, and the next round we're going to have Okay, so guys, as you can see, this is a big one. So you have lots of opportunities to get your points and get it right. Okay, so the question is, what is the hardest course in first year? And we're going to actually go to Kira to answer this question. What is the hardest course in first year?
Okay, I would say anatomy.
And this is actually on the board. Congratulations. We're going to go next to Melissa. Melissa,
what is the most difficult or what is the hardest course in first year?
I would say biochemistry.
Unfortunately, that's not there. Okay, so we're gonna go down. Was it Kira who answered first, or was it Judy?
I answered first.
Wait, that was Judy. Oh, that was Kira. So Judy, what is the hardest course in first year?
Pathology.
Pathology. Unfortunately, it's not there. Okay, so guys, remember you have one more. Okay, I must confess. Well, no, I don't want to confess it. I'll make the confession after. Guys, remember you have one more strike, which gives that means you have one more chance to get it right or wrong. If you get it right, then you have 8 chances to get more points, 7 more chances. If you get it wrong, then Mona gets the opportunity to steal. So we're gonna go back to Kira. Kira, what is the hardest course in first year?
Okay, I'm going to go with critical reading and writing.
It is here. Congratulations. Congratulations. So we're gonna go to Mel. Mel, what is the hardest course in first year?
I would say psychology.
Psychology. Unfortunately, it is not there. So that means that Mona gets the opportunity to steal. So let us invite Mona, and we're going to ask Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, the question of the day is, what is the hardest course in first year?
I will go with FDT, Fundamentals of Disease and Treatment.
And congratulations! That's actually the number one. So congratulations to you. And so that means Mona gets the opportunity to steal all these points. So big up yourself, Mona, for winning this round.
Now we need my side.
So we have one more round. Okay, guys. There's actually one. Okay, there's actually a technical glitch. So let us just go to a quick break, and then we're gonna come back, and hopefully I can resolve the technical glitch so that we can get that one more question. Okay.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents.
Okay, guys, so welcome back. We actually had a technical glitch, which is why this question did not come up. But we have our final question, which ought to have actually been our second question. So, Mona, are you ready? Are you ready to answer these questions? Let us see. Are you ready? You have
Yes.
the comment section who are rooting for you. Okay, so we are actually gonna start with Delicia. So with Delicia, let us go. Let me just ensure that this is shared. Wonderful. So Delicia, the question is, who are the best people to make friends with in medical or dental school?
People in the year above you.
Okay, let us see if that is an answer. Unfortunately, it's not. It probably should have been one because it's definitely important to make friends with the persons in the year above you. They will hand down the wisdom to you, and you will definitely benefit from having friends in the upper years. Okay, so we're gonna go to Rishon. Rishon, what is or who are the best people to make friends with in medical or dental school?
Your classmates, the people who are directly in the same lectures as you.
Big up yourself. The number one answer, classmates. Very good. Okay, let us go to Rayshon. Rayshon. No, not to Rayshon, to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, who are the best people to make friends with, in medical or dental school?
I gotta give it a try. Maybe the lecturer.
Maybe the lecturers, and you were actually right. So the fourth answer is lecturers. Congratulations. So we're gonna head back to Delicia. Delicia, who are the best people to make friends with in medical or dental school? Five seconds left.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. You're the dean? Yes?
The dean, yes, big up yourself. Administration. Congratulations. So we have two more. You also have two strikes left. So from Delicia, we're gonna go to, wait, who was before Delicia? Was it you, Mark?
It's Rayshon. Rayshon.
Okay, so it's Rayshon now, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Rayshon, who is the best person to make friends with in medical or dental school?
Your hallmates?
The hallmates. So sorry. So guys, you have one more strike. And then Kaville has the opportunity, not Kaville, St. Augustine has the opportunity to steal. I also want to remind you guys that you actually have 10 seconds to answer the question. So I should have actually been starting the time, but I kept forgetting to mention it. So now that I have mentioned it, I'm going to start putting it. As soon as I ask the question, a 10-second timer is going to be down. So we were just with Rayshon, so that means we are with Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, who are the best people to make friends with in medical or dental school?
Other students from other faculties, other friends, your high school friends, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, let us see if that is on the board, and it actually is not. I'm so sorry. So it does means that St. Augustine has the opportunity to steal. So St. Augustine, and this question is gonna go to Kira. Kira, who are the best people to make friends with in medical or dental school?
Okay, I'm gonna go with your student leaders, like maybe the people in the guild, Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is not an answer. I am so sorry. It does means that Mona gets to go with the points. So let us actually see what the final answers are for the two ones that were not found. So the second answer would be the lab tech. The lab tech. I think that's a fair answer. And then the final answer would be the janitors. Oh, definitely, guys. I can tell you, whether it is in medical school or any school, whether it is you're a student or you're actually working, you should always make friends with the auxiliary staff. The auxiliary staff are going to be the ones who are going to be there, and they're going to have no matter what. So always make friends with the auxiliary staff. So it does mean that we are about to find out who advances to the finals, right? Who advances to the finals to contend with Kaville. And the person or the team that is advancing to the finals is, St. Augustine was actually supposed to have points, but that was a technical glitch. Oh my. Does anybody, I feel so embarrassed to have to ask, but does anybody remember what was the point standing for St. Augustine? All it actually takes is for someone to just go back on the YouTube and just check for me, please, because that was actually a glitch. It was because I had to close and start over, which is why we don't have St. Augustine scores. So anybody, we actually need to settle this, because I don't want anybody to say that HyperAcademics is unfair. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go to a quick break while we actually check the recording to find out what was the point standing of St. Augustine. So guys, just give us 2 minutes. I am so sorry.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to bring you groups and live topical forums that provide rich content that are moderated by the best in each field, providing second-to-none information for your benefit. Hypr Community will foster networking that will bring together faculties, local students, regional students, and professionals onto a platform dedicated solely to your success. Best of all, it is free for all students. Go now to www.hyprcommunity.com and sign up today. Hypr Community. Learn, grow together. Hypr Community is brought to you by HyperAcademics Jamaica Limited.
Okay, guys, it's actually still unsettled, guys. I was still checking the recording, and I thought that someone would have messaged me by now. So we actually, unfortunately, gonna have to take another break while we just settle that. Okay, I don't want anyone to feel like we've cheated them. So hopefully, this is just gonna take about 30 to 40 minutes, 40 seconds. Okay, so just bear with us. Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics again. Okay, guys, so actually, we've just confirmed that it is actually a case where Mona is advancing to the final round because St. Augustine did not get the points that they need. So with that said, guys, I'm so sorry, St. Augustine, for this, but you put up a very good fight, and we thank you very much for having joined us. And so, guys, we're gonna go into a quick break while we just get the last set up and running, which is gonna be the fight of the century between Cave Hill and St. Augustine. Oh, Cave Hill and Mona. Oh my God, so sorry, guys. So we'll be back in just about 30 or 40 seconds.
Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics again, here to proudly announce our plans for this academic year. First up, HyperAcademics will not be tutoring this year. What? Hold up, not so fast. It's not quite like that. The current pandemic has changed a lot of things, and our medical education was not spared. Therefore, as the dynamic face of the pandemic and the medical education changes, so too must we demonstrate our malleability and our ability to evolve to solve emerging needs. In pursuit of that, we have, over the last few months, spent a great deal of time consulting with medical professionals, faculty,
companies in other jurisdictions, and most importantly, many of you students. These consultations have concluded that traditional tutoring cannot work. Well, at least not alone. With the newly introduced access to your online classes and recordings, it gives us at HyperAcademics more reason to encourage you to attend your lectures and watch recordings, as the University of the West Indies remains the #1 authority on content for your exams. Therefore, here is the formula that we have devised. We've developed the Hypr community, a learning platform like never seen before in these parts, bringing together the convenience and familiarity of social media and a powerful learning management system. This platform will see students networking with consultants, residents, other doctors, other professionals, and other students from across the region. Students will all have free access to groups and forums dedicated to various courses, all semester long. We have collaborated with a team of medical students and doctors to source and create academic content specific to the UE syllabus, which we will deliver via. Okay guys, so we are back and we are ready for the final round, the final round. Just to clarify that the 330 that Kevil actually got was in the previous round and not in the final round. Okay, so we are really sorry that St. Augustine had to leave the competition, but that's just how it is. This is a family feud. It is a friendly feud, so absolutely no hard feelings. Every single person on here is a winner. So without further ado, we are actually going to start with our second game, our final round. Sorry, that's going to be between Mona and Cave Hill. So let us go. So just so that we can have some friendly banter, I'm going to invite Ahmad and Rayshon, who are going to be the buzzers for Cave Hill and Mona respectively. Hi guys, welcome back. Mona, you've been keeping us at the edge of our seats from the afternoon. You have made it to the final. Rayshon, tell us how it feels.
Feeling real good right now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ahmad, do you think that Kevil has what it takes to beat Mona?
I don't. We'll try nab it.
Okay, well, that was a bit unclear. I'm not too sure if it was only for me. I did not really hear you very clearly. But I'm going to assume that you made some confident statement. You want to try again for us to see if we can hear? Or I don't. Well, I'm hearing you ask if I can hear. So it's
right, yeah. I was just stating that I don't want to be too.
Okay, you will try your best. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys. So as you know, with the rules, I'm gonna ask the first question, and then you buzz. You don't buzz before I finish read the question. Even if you see the question, you don't buzz before I am done reading the question. Okay. So let us go. Let me just ensure that I have the private chat open. So round one. Okay. We actually need just 10 seconds, guys. We only need 10 seconds. I just need to make note of where the answers are, which I forgot to do. So just give us 10 seconds, please.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hyper Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to bring you groups and live topical forums that provide rich content that are moderated by the best in each.
Okay, guys, I am so sorry. We are back and we are ready to start the final round. So remember, we have Rishon and we have Ahmad on screen, and they are going to buzz. But let's just check with the chat. The chat is buzzing for Team Mona. We have some Team Cave Hill. So let us go. Okay. So remember, guys, you don't comment, you don't buzz until I finish, if I'm done reading the final word of the question. The question is, which day of the week is the best week to designate as a no study day? Okay, we have Ahmad. So Ahmad, what is your answer?
I'd say Friday. I'd go with Friday.
And that is the number one answer. Big up yourself, Ahmad. Ahmad, what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna play or are you going to pass?
We're gonna play.
You are going to play. Oh, wonderful. So let us invite the team from Barbados, from Cave Hill. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing? Are you guys ready? Are you ready to rumble? Man, it don't seem like they're ready, you know.
Yes.
Okay, let us go. So we are going to actually go now to Andy. Andy, the question is, which day of the week is the best to designate as a no study day?
Monday.
Monday. Let us see if Monday is on the board. And unfortunately, Monday is not on the board. Okay. So we're gonna go to Chad. Chad, which day is the best day to designate as a no study day?
Saturday.
Excuse me?
Saturday.
Saturday, and that is our number 2 answer. Congratulations. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Ahmad. Ahmad, what is the best day to designate as a no study day?
I would say Sunday.
Sunday, and that is the number 3 answer. Very good, guys. You have wait. Yes, you actually have 1 strike, right? Yeah, that was from earlier. I just needed to record it, right? And so you have 2 strikes left, and we have 1 more answer. Okay, so which day of the week, Andy, is it Andy next? Yes. Which day of the week is the best to designate as a no study day?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. So sorry. I knew that this was gonna happen. Okay, so let's go. You have 1 more strike and 1 more answer, or else Mona gets the opportunity to steal. So Chad, tell us, Chad, which day of the week is the best day to designate as a no study day?
Thursday.
Thursday, let us see. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So it therefore means that Mona gets the opportunity to steal. So Mona, the question goes out to you, and we're gonna ask Mark Anthony, which day of the week? Oh my God, everybody is at the edge of their seats. We don't know what the answer is gonna be. Are you going to steal, or is Cave Hill gonna walk away with their 108 points? So Mark Anthony, which day of the week is best to designate as a no study day?
By my count, they didn't say Tuesday, so we're gonna say Tuesday.
Okay, let us. Oh my God, so sorry. That was actually wrong. And so, and so that means
Cave Hill gets to go home with their points.
I'm
So
flabbergasted, man.
the question is, what is going to be the answer? Well, according to the survey, the number 4 answer was none. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, the comment section is going crazy. So guys, I am so sorry. Congratulations to Cave Hill. Cave Hill was able to capture 108 points in the first of 5 rounds in this final segment. Okay, guys, so let us go on to round 2, and we're gonna invite Jamaica. Okay, then Sherika is saying that she knew it. She knew it. And Jada is contending that none is not a day of the week. And so she's going to call her lawyer. We have moved on. Okay, so we're actually going to start with Delicia now. Delicia, the second question is, what is the best thing about making friends from different countries? You have 10 seconds on the clock.
Sorry, I was muted. The different languages.
Different languages. Unfortunately, that is not one on the board. Remember, guys, you have 10 seconds to answer. Guys, the next person, Rishon. Rishon, what is the best thing about making friends from different countries?
Experiencing the different cultures from all the islands.
Congratulations, that was the number 1 answer. The number 1 answer. Very good. Okay, back to you, Mark Anthony. What is the best thing about making new friends from different countries?
Maybe seeing the different personalities. I don't know.
Unfortunately, that is not an answer. So guys, you actually have one more strike, 3 more answers. So we're gonna go back to Delicia. Delicia, what is the best thing about making new friends from different countries?
You could travel to like each other's like countries and stuff.
Congratulations, that's actually an answer. Whoa, that was a close one. So guys, we're gonna go now to Rayshawn. Rayshawn, what is the best thing about making new friends from different countries?
You are making lifelong friends or even meeting your soulmates from somebody on the island.
Wow, that's actually so true. But unfortunately, it is not on the board. Okay, so that means Keville has the opportunity to steal. Keville, are you ready? The question is, and that question goes to Chad. Chad, and Chad has turned off his camera. Oh, he's back on. Chad, what is the best thing about making friends from different countries?
Networking opportunities.
That is actually a very good point, but unfortunately, it is not on the board. And so that means Mona gets to take its 71 points, which actually is being doubled. So congratulations to Mona on taking its double points. So the question is, what is actually left on the board? So the number 2 answer is their accents. So that was kind of close to when someone had said their language, but language and accent are 2 different things, okay? And the number 4 would be their food. Guys, if you are not from Trinidad, you have to make a Trini friend. You cannot go to medical school and not have a Trini friend because you need to eat some roti, and you need some friends from Barbados to give you some, what do they eat over there? They eat flying fish.
Yes, they eat flying fish. So yes, you need some friends from the different Caribbean islands. Congratulations. And as the points stand, the points currently stand at Mona with 142 and Kayville with 108. But remember, guys, it is still anybody's game. It is still anybody's game. So, guys, we're gonna go to the next round. Okay. And so this round actually goes. Oh, guys, we apologize. This round actually goes to Cave Hill, correct? Yes, it goes to Cave Hill. So Cave Hill, the next question is, and that question is for Andy. Andy, the next question is as follows. Name the first medical condition that ends with itis, which comes to mind. Go, 10 seconds.
Meningitis.
Meningitis. Unfortunately, meningitis is not on the board. So we go now to Ahmad. Ahmad, what is the first medical condition that ends with itis, which comes to mind?
Sinusitis.
Sinusitis. Unfortunately, sinusitis is not on the board. Guys, you have one more chance. One more. Well, no, you don't have one more chance, but you have only one more buzz left. So let's go to Chad. Chad, what is the first medical condition that ends with itis, which comes to mind?
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis is the number 2 answer. Congratulations to you. So guys, remember, you are living life on the edge. The best thing you can do is to cup up as many points as possible. So we go back to you, Andy. Andy, what is the condition? What's the question? What's the first medical condition that ends with itis, which comes to mind? Time is running up.
Pancreatitis.
Excuse me?
Pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis. Oh my God. Unfortunately, pancreatitis is not on the board. And so we are going to go to Mona. Mona, you have one more chance, or you have a chance to steal. So this is going to go to Delicia. Delicia, what is the first medical condition that ends with itis, which comes to mind?
Arthritis.
Arthritis. Let us see if that is actually on the board. Is it? Yes, it is the number 1 point. Yes, it is number 1. And so with that, Mona gets to take the points home. Congratulations to you, Mona, for taking these points. So let us see what is left on the board. The number 3 answer was bronchitis. And the number 4 answer was tonsillitis. And the number 5 answer was gastroenteritis. So sorry about that, Kavir, and congratulations to you, Mona, on getting those points. So as you can see, the current point standing is Mona 358 and Kavir 108. So we're actually going to make a note of these points because of another technical issue on the program, we're gonna have to close it and open up for the next few questions. So guys, just give us 30 seconds as we continue to wrap up this segment of the finals of the Family Feud.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to bring you groups and live topical forums that provide rich content that are moderated by the best in each field, providing second-to-none information.
Okay, guys, so we are actually back. Sorry about this glitch. There's actually just 2 more questions, and then we wrap up this finals, and then we go into the mini closing ceremony of MedSchool KickOff. Okay, guys. So we are here with the Mona team, Team Mona. And Mona, we're actually going to start with Rayshawn. Rayshawn, this is your first question. What is the best non-med / non-dentistry must do? Ishan?
Yes.
Time?
Befriending your classmates.
Unfortunately, that is not one of them. That's not one of them. Okay, so we're going to go to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, what is the best non-med or dentistry thing that is a must-do? What is the best non-med or dent must-do?
You got a party, brethren.
Very good. That is number 2. FET. Go to a FET. So congratulations. We go to Delicia. Delicia, what is what is the best non-med dent must do?
Sleep.
Sleep? We will give it to you. Sleepovers. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, we go down to Rayshawn. Rayshawn, what is the best non-med dent must do?
Joining clubs and societies.
Joining clubs and societies, and that is number 3. Congratulations. Congratulations. Very good, very good, very good. So we're gonna go back to Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, what is the best non-med dent must do?
I would say we gotta go for drinks. Drinking alcohol, man.
Drinking alcohol. Let us see if that is actually on there. And unfortunately, it is not. So guys, you have 1 more strike. So let us go. So that means we're back to Delicia. Delicia, what is the best non-med dent must do?
Socialize. Make friends.
Socialize with friends. Unfortunately, this is not on the board. It's not on the board. And so Keville has the opportunity to steal. Keville, are you ready to steal? Okay. So we're going to ask Ahmad. Ahmad, what is the best non-med dent must do?
I would say, like, go to the beach, take a little relaxer for yourself.
I would say that that answer is close enough to qualify as a part of an island tour. And so we will give you the points. You have just gotten 270 points. So congratulations to the Keville team for stealing those points. Okay. So let us see what number 4 and number 5 answers were. So, number 4, church, and number 5, restaurant. Okay, guys. So I think the competition has just gotten a little tighter. It has just gotten a little tighter. Guys, don't worry with what you see on the screen. The final tally at this point is Mona at 354 and Cave Hill at 378. Mona at 354 and Cave Hill at 378. Guys, we have just one more round to go. And just before that round, we need about 20 seconds to bring up the final round. So guys, stay tuned for the final round as we prepare to bring a close to the Family Feud competition.
Hey guys, it's your boy Malcolm from HyperAcademics, again, here to proudly announce our plans for this academic year. First up, HyperAcademics will not be tutoring this year. What? Hold up, not so fast. It's not quite like that. The current pandemic has changed a lot of things, and our medical education was not spared. Therefore, as the dynamic face of the pandemic and the medical education changes, so too must we demonstrate our malleability and our ability to evolve to solve emerging needs. In pursuit of that, we have, over the last few months, spent a great deal of time consulting with medical professionals, faculty, companies in other jurisdictions, and most importantly, many of you students. These consultations have concluded that traditional tutoring cannot work. Well, at least not alone. With the newly introduced access to your online classes and recordings, it gives us at HyperAcademics more reason to encourage you to attend your lectures and watch recordings, as the University of the West Indies remains the #1 authority on content for your exams. Therefore, here is the formula that we have devised. We've developed the Hypr community, a learning platform like never seen before in these parts, bringing together the convenience and familiarity of social.
Okay, guys, so we are here at our final stage of the program. We're heading into the final round. However, there is some controversy or some persons who are of the opinion that at the last point with the question that Cavill answered, that Cavill should not have received those 270 points. And after reading one of the objections, which was basically suggesting that persons can go on an island tour without going to the beach, the answer that the individual gave was going to the beach, which could actually not constitute part of an island tour. And so, because of that very valid objection, the final determination is that Mona should actually receive its full points because island tour and going to the beach are actually not the same. Okay, and so guys, I really hope that we will all accept the judgment, the final judgment. Again, we know that this is just a friendly game, no hard feelings, but we just have to work with what the facts are. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna go into our final round, and that final round is with Cave Hill. So let us bring Cavill up on the screen. Cavill, guys, I'm sure you may be feeling a little disappointed at the last ruling, but we press on. We are all agreeing to press on in good faith.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. I love that spirit. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go to our final question. In the meantime, yes, let us go. We have our Dr. Murdoch awaiting. We are well over time, but I'm sure he doesn't mind because I'm sure he's also enjoying this. So The next question, and that question is going to go to Chad. Chad, the question is, what do students think are among the highest paid medical specialties? 10 seconds on the clock.
Dermatology.
Dermatology. Unfortunately, dermatology is not one of those that the students actually chose. We're going to go to Andy. Andy, what is the specialty? What do students think are among the highest paid medical specialties?
Neurology.
Excuse me?
Neurology.
Neurology. Let us just make sure that we have the information. I'm actually not seeing it on there. Just give me 1 second. Let's just take 10 seconds to ensure that I have this.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and superimposes it onto a learning management system. For most of you, it will be easy to recognize how similar the community's features are to your favorite social media sites. Except, we have dedicated this website to facilitate learning in a comfortable and familiar setting. Standard features of Hypr Community include posting to your timeline, private messaging, following other users, and connecting. Users will be able to create private and public groups and forums to join others that match their individual goals for connectivity and learning. We are excited to be partnering with faculties, consultants, residents, doctors, and other professionals to
Okay, guys. So I apologize for that. I promise it's not a case where I went to change the answers or anything. It's just that I had not taken a picture of what the final screen looks like, so I can actually know which one to click on. So we remember that they had one strike, and the answer you gave was what? Could you repeat what the answer was you just gave?
Neurology.
Neurology, and unfortunately, neurology is not listed on this list. Okay, so we're actually gonna go to Ahmad. Ahmad, what do medical students think? What do students think are among the most highest paid medical specialties?
I would say a cardiologist.
Cardiology. Well, oh my God, I actually think that I might get some flanking for this. But I would judge that it is close enough to cardiothoracic, so I will give you that point. Okay. Oh my God, guys, please don't kill me. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Chad. Chad, what do students think is the is the most the best paid oh my God, what do students think are among the highest paid medical specialties? Chad?
Pediatricians.
Pediatricians? Unfortunately, no. Okay. So it means therefore that Jamaica gets a chance to steal. It also means therefore that no matter what the challenges, persons may contend that you should not have gotten the point for cardiothoracic. It kind of gives a level playing field for Jamaica, Mona to get a chance to steal or not. So let us see. Mona, we are actually going to go with Rashawn. Rashawn, to give us your answer. What do students think are among the highest paid medical specialties?
Plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery, and that is actually the second answer. So congratulations, Mona. You get that 96 points. You get that 96 points. So let us see what the final was. The final 1, 2, 1, 3, and 4. The number 1 answer was neurosurgery. The number 3 answer was orthopedics. And the number 4 answer was anesthesiology. So congratulations to you for this. Well, guys, it does mean that again, guys, understand that the system is kind of giving a little challenge, but it does mean that the final tally for the two groups are Mona with a certain amount and and Cavill with a certain amount. And that certain amount is Mona with 449 and Cavill with 180. So, guys, I'm going to bring up everybody as we bring it to a close. Guys, I think that this was a game well played. I know that there is no hard feelings. Right, guys? No hard feelings?
No, we have a question.
Who has the question? Chad said he has a question and then he left. Oh my God. I hope someone please check on Chad to make sure that Chad is okay. But guys, thank you very much for participating. It went way over time, but I think we all had fun. Did you have fun?
Most definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. And just you can stick around as we bring our MedSkool KickOff to a close. So guys, good afternoon again. Hi again. It is still me, Devon Malcolm Brewster, the one who has been hosting this program from day one. I am elated, guys, that we are finally at the end. I think we've spent a wonderful couple days having fun, fellowshipping with each other, learning, and we just had a very close, tight competition. Boy, Chad, wherever you are, I just want to send you my love. Oh my God, guys, it was a wonderful time. And now we're going to invite Dr. Lejon Murdoch, who is going to speak to us today about his experience. Dr. Lejon Murdoch is a recent graduate of the MBBS program of the University of the West Indies. It does, West Indies Mona in particular, it does mean that he is most apt to address you in this moment as you students are just entering. And I believe that Dr. Lejon represents hope. It should represent hope for you that in 5 years' time, you can sit in the very same spot that he is right now. Not in his house, but you can sit in the very same spot, getting ready to go into your internship. And we know that you can do it with once you put in the work. So, Dr. Lejon, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon, Devon. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. First of all, let me start by apologizing for going way over time with our family feud. We kind of underestimated the time, but we were also having so much fun. So I hope you did not mind.
That's okay.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Dr. Murdoch, first of all, how would you prefer I call you? I address you.
I mean, Lejon or Dr. Murdoch, whichever is fine.
Okay, wonderful. So, Dr. Murdoch, I want you to just tell us about yourself, anything you want us to know, and yeah, just tell us about yourself.
Okay, so as you said earlier when you introduced me, I just finished the program. I started in 2015, but due to some circumstances beyond my control, I wasn't able to finish last year with 2K20. But you know, as life had it, I finished this year, for which I'm grateful. So yeah, we start internship tomorrow due to the pandemic. Yeah, so that's basically it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And let me just, on behalf of HyperAcademics and for all of us who are watching and those who will watch, extend our heartiest congratulations to you on that milestone of completing your study. Reading for a degree. I'm sure it involved a lot of reading, a lot of stressful nights, a lot of
Oh
times where you
yes.
felt like you wanted to give up.
Oh
But
yes.
you made it to the end. You made it to the end. Um, do you remember what it was like the first day you started this program?
Oh wow, yes. I remember the first day. So similar to what's happening now, I believe we had a week of orientation activities. So they started off slow the first day, where they introduced the program and they tell us what the 5 years will entail and
Okay, guys, it seemed like we have lost Dr. Murdoch. Dr. Murdoch, are you here?
they tell us about the stages. Oh
Okay,
wow, sorry about that. Are you hearing me now?
actually lost you. So we are hearing you now.
Okay, sorry about that. So I was saying that I
Sure.
remember the first day like it was the back of my hand. You know, we had a whole week of orientation activities.
Mhm.
The first day they introduced the program to us, they told us what the 5 years would be like, and I was like, wow, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. But look at me now. But then as we got to like the end of the week, things started to pick up. So I remember one class that we had. I can't remember if it was anatomy where they introduced anatomical terms and stuff, and I just felt like, wow, will I ever know all this stuff in time? But I never worried. Things fell into place as they should.
Mm. Wonderful, wonderful. And well, it's pretty obvious. You have your degree now. Next question is one of the things that you mentioned in your opening remarks or your first statement was that you were actually a member of the class of 2020, and due to whatever circumstance, you had to basically end up doing your exam with the class of 2021. I want to know when you first, whatever, I mean, obviously we don't need to know what the situation was, but when you realized that you were no longer going to graduate with your class and you had to graduate with a class a year below you, how did that make you feel in the first instance, and what did you have to contend with? Did you just accept it for what it is, or did it feel anyway?
Okay, so I have no problem divulging the reason. So the reason was really financial at the time. So I was able to complete first year with 2K20, but then I had to take a year off to organize some things and to figure out the path forward and stuff like that. So during that time off, it really put things into perspective. It was very sad knowing that I couldn't finish with a lot of my friends and a lot of my colleagues, you know, who I would have worked with throughout the year and who I'd already formed bonds with and stuff like that. But I told myself that it was for the better, and I never stopped going. I never gave up on the dream because I know that, you know, even though I might have been delayed, you know, I would not have been denied. I didn't want to become a victim of that circumstance. So yeah, it really put things into perspective. So while it was sad, I really took the time to figure things out, you know, and that really showed me how much I wanted this. Because if I never really cared for it, or if I took it for granted first, you know, just being away from it for that period, it showed me that this was something that I really wanted to do. So it gave me the motivation to continue for the rest of the years.
And I actually think that that is very important because and the reason I felt like I needed to ask that question right off the bat is because the truth of the matter is that along our journey, and the first year students need to know that from now, along our journey there might be many different things that might pop up, and it might cause us to have to be delayed for some reason. And one of the first things that come to mind when it is that that people when it is you realize you have to be delayed, you think about, oh my god, I'm not going to graduate with my friends, I made so many bonds. I feel like perhaps fortunately for you, the time you had to take off was earlier in your journey. So
Right,
you may have made friends in that first year, but you also had a lot of time to make new friends in your new
right,
class,
right,
as opposed to some other persons who may encounter their financial issues or whatever in the third year or in the fourth year or even in the final year after
right.
developing such deep bonds. having to be delayed. That could be even more taxing. But I think the fundamental principle in terms of coping, it remains true regardless of where along the line of the journey you end up having to pause, is that being delayed doesn't mean that you are denied. And sometimes being delayed is actually for the better, and we just don't see it. And it just happens to be the case. So thank you very much for that. Dr. Murdoch, we over the last 4 days, we have been exploring different topics. And one of those we explored was a social life. How? A social life in medical school. How? So I just want to get an idea from you. Your experience, how have you been able to balance your social life with your academic life? And then to further zone in on the fact that you are a pandemic doctor, right? It means that you graduated in this pandemic. So it means therefore that you experienced medical school before the pandemic as well as medical school during the pandemic. Did the pandemic affect your social life at all? Did it make it easier or make it more difficult to balance your social life?
So for me, really, for regarding a social life, I wasn't really one to party before the pandemic, but I used to attend functions and stuff like that with my groups on campus. So that was kind of my outlet. This organization called Advent Fellowship. I don't know if any of you guys, probably heard about it along the way. So yeah, we used to have functions on campus and stuff like that where we gathered. So for me, attending those and socializing with people who were like-minded, that sort of helped to relieve some stress. So that was the bulk of my social life. When the pandemic started, though, a lot of, as you know, a lot of those face-to-face activities would have been canceled and, would have had to gone virtual and stuff like that. I was still able to keep up to some extent, but it got it got a lot more difficult. I also realized where I had to be more deliberate in terms of how I factored in social time or time to socialize with the people I care about. We couldn't just take it for granted, that we go home and we'll see our flatmates, because I lived on campus at the time. So we couldn't just take it for granted that, we're going to go home and see our flatmates. So, we don't have to reach out to our flatmates. We're all at home doing school from home. So, whereas we used to do that, we had to make a decided effort to maintain those bonds and maintain those relationships. So it definitely got a lot more challenging.
I can imagine, and I mean, as someone myself who had to contend with the difference between pre-pandemic and in pandemic, how social life, I couldn't agree more, because you see, as you said, sometimes before the pandemic, you never had to put out so much effort, especially when, for example, you lived with your friends on hall, and it was just easy. I mean, whether you want it or not, you see their face. But then within the pandemic, everyone is back home, whether it's different countries or different parishes, and you really have to make that extra effort to get it out there. But in addition to that, another thing that we spoke about over the last four days was how do you know that medical or dental school is right for you? And I think that is an important question that many people sometimes even have to ask themselves along their journey. Is this for me? Did you ever have an experience of feeling like, boy, this medical school thing just don't really look like it's for me, and I should probably try something else?
So I don't remember where I came across a particular quote, but I think it was maybe from one of my superiors. They said that there will be times on this journey where you're going to question whether or not it is for you. It doesn't matter how passionate you are, how interested you are, how enthusiastic you are. There are going to be times when you're going to question that. It's only natural. So I've had that. My period of reckoning really came after first semester, when I got back those grades. My first semester was absolutely terrible.
6 o'clock.
It was terrible. I looked at the transcript and I was like, huh,
Aquarium light isn't
am I
responding.
really equipped to do
Check
this?
network connection
But
and
then,
power.
it helped to put things into perspective. I did an assessment. I did an assessment of my skill level, and I was like, all right, I really like medicine, and this is why I like medicine. So I listed out the reasons why I liked it, and those have been why I did it. And then I said to myself, if I should do another program, what program would it be? And then I listed those out, and I listed out um, why I wouldn't do well in them compared to medicine. So that kind of helped to refocus me.
Right.
And then, just having that low moment or that period where I did very badly in first semester, it helped me to know what I need to do going forward to do better. I was like, all right, so this is what we did in first semester. We won't be doing this in second semester. I was very active on hall in first semester. Did everything for my hall, everything. And then I realized in second semester that, listen, even though X person might be able to do this and still do well, maybe that's not for you. So I had to take a step back and leave all those activities, because at the end of the day, the real reason why I'm at university is to get this degree. So we had to reshuffle our priorities per se and figure things out. And after I did that, things were pretty much clear.
Thank you so much for sharing that. My next question for you, Dr. Murdoch, is that I mean, the truth is that we actually don't know how long this pandemic is going to last.
Mhm.
It might be for another year, it might be for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It therefore means that for those who are just entering the programs, we cannot fully say yet that when they come to their clinical time, that we won't be in a pandemic. And therefore, I think it's important for our incoming students to understand what um, being a medical student and a clinical medical student in a pandemic is like. So, could you shed some light on your experience in? I suppose the pandemic would have caught you like from like the end of your fourth year going into your final year, perhaps. What
Right,
was it
right.
like for you having to do clinicals during the pandemic?
Well, fortunately for me, I for 4 year, when the pandemic started, or rather when we started to feel the effects, which was about March, I had already gotten my face-to-face experience for all my clerkships. I was actually away on elective. So I wasn't as disadvantaged as some of my colleagues were, thankfully. So I was on elective abroad at the time, but the elective had to be cut short because of the pandemic. So we had to transition from that to a period of online learning where so in that we didn't know what we were doing. The faculty was trying to figure things out for us because, as you know, it was a fluid situation and things were always changing. So the most difficult part of it for me during that period was trying to work with the resources that I was given. Was trying to adjust to a new format, and also to try to take my strengths from when we had face to face and to kind of translate that into online learning. So that was a really huge challenge. Regarding what to expect though, so after we finished the online portion of school, of final year, they brought us back for face to face around November. So we did half of final year online, and the plan was to do the other half face to face. So of course, we're naturally a bit apprehensive when we're going back on the wards. Back at during those times, they never had vaccines. Vaccines weren't available as yet. So I remember one of our lecturers said to us the first day was that we should treat every patient as if they have COVID. So that meant always wearing our masks and not being as close to them than we need to be. There were no doubt some experiences that had to be, that had to be shed because of what's going on, and putting our safety first. But the faculty really did the best that they could, and for me, what another hard point was having to contend with the different spikes, when they had to pull us from the ward. So that meant, our clinical time had to be sacrificed and stuff like that. But through it all, it was very important that we had to maintain a positive attitude. We had to tell ourselves that listen, this won't be forever. It might be a little rough patch now and so forth. So my advice regarding that, if it comes to it that you guys, have, that the pandemic comes to impact your face-to-face experience, I would say not to worry. No doubt about it. Medicine is an apprenticeship. It has there are portions that just have to be learned at the bedside. So one way or the other, you're going to have to go back out in the field. Also, if the opportunity comes by for you, because I'm not sure how it is in the other Caribbean countries. I think they've rolled out their vaccination programs. I'd want to really put it in there that you guys should get vaccinated. We're a high risk group. So yeah, once you do those and things, you shouldn't really have much to worry about.
Right. Thank you so much for that. One of the things that I think everybody has concerns. Students, the faculty, and the general public has concerns about how the learning loss, the clinical, the shrinking of the clinical space, and thus limiting of clinical time and so forth. How that might affect um, the new doctors, how that might affect their readiness for the world of work, the world of clinics as an intern, as a doctor. I want to know, how confident do you feel that you are ready to go out there as an intern to begin the job of saving lives? How confident are you that despite the pandemic, you are ready for that?
Okay, well, if I should rate my level of confidence on a scale of 1 to 10, if I should rate that confidence, with 10 being the most confident and 0 being not confident at all, I'd say I give myself a 6 or a 7.
Okay.
And here's why. It's a twofold response. On one end, medicine is so vast. There's a lot of content to digest. So if you're not at a place where you feel like there's something more for you to learn or there's something more for you to know, then you probably don't understand the field that you're in. So that's one reason for the score. The other reason for the score is that I studied at UWI, and even though we had the pandemic to deal with, UWI has been training doctors for over 60 years. So I believe that they know what they're doing. You know, granted the situation that we had encountered, regarding COVID and, the outbreaks and stuff, I think they did the best that they could in terms of training us and ensuring that we had the requisite clinical experience that we needed. Like you mentioned before, the pandemic really affected our clinical experience at the end of fourth year, going on to final year. So I'm not sure if the others are familiar with how the program is designed at Mona, but we revisit a lot of the core rotations that we would have done in third year in final year. So a lot of the stuff that we came across as final year students, we would have been exposed to it already in some form or the other in fourth year or third year. So we had those experiences before. The pandemic doesn't take that away from us. So that's one of the reasons why I'm feeling a bit confident in my training going forward. But like I said, there's still lots to learn, and thankfully for us, we have a period of internship that we have to do where, it's characterized by supervised training. So if I was a member of the general public, I wouldn't really worry too much about that because we will have oversight and we'll be guided by our seniors and stuff like that. So we'll learn on the job as we go.
Right. I appreciate that very last comment that you made, because the year of internship is not, it's not like the system is just pushing you out in the water and telling you
Right.
simply swim. The year of internship is even before the pandemic. It has always been a year of supervised finalizing training. Some people
Right.
actually characterize it as your 6th year of medical school. So
Yeah.
it does mean that you still have the oversight of the great consultants who have been working for years, and your residents and your other MOs who have been there for a while. So, in other words, you are covered. But a very important thing is that you have the attitude whereby you understand that, okay, even with this pandemic, and I like that you are honest about the limitations of the pandemic. It means, therefore, that there might be some, I don't want to say deficiencies, but there might be a little uncertainty because, again, you have not had as much clinical exposure as you would have had if the pandemic was not there. But the attitude you must have is that I have to do this, and I must have an attitude ready to learn. I need to have an attitude of I need to be receptive to correction, to advice, and so forth, especially given the limitations as a result of the pandemic. So I think that is a good disposition to have, and I hope that all of your contemporaries have a similar outlook in terms of how they view their readiness and how they view their willingness to learn and to get up to par as to what everyone expects from you. Dr. Murdoch, as we bring this interview to a close, I just want to thank you, but I also want to give you the opportunity to just say some last words in terms of what advice would you give to these incoming impressionable medical and dental students from across the Caribbean? What advice would you give them, and what are your final words for them?
Okay, so regarding some advice, I'm going to share just a little bit of encouragement, some of which I would have gotten from before. Sometimes my seniors or my med sibling or stuff like that would have passed down some stuff for me. So the first one would be to be relentless and strategic in your pursuit of knowledge and understand that you can't know everything. So even the consultants at times they'll forget one and two stuff, but just be mindful that you can't know everything. But also in that, try to understand that there must be a minimum amount of stuff that you have to know going into a rotation or a clerkship or a course for preclinical. You know, just be mindful that there's a set amount of stuff that you have to know, and just ensure that you know those first before you go on to the weird and wonderful, the esoteric stuff. Also, focus on the task that is in front of you. So, like I said before, it's a lot. The content is vast and it can get overwhelming. But if you have a plan in place as to how you're going to tackle the hurdle, then eventually you'll get there, and that will help you to pace yourself and to prevent you from becoming overwhelmed. The third one would be to believe in yourself. Now, there will be times when, like me, you'll question if this is a path for you, if you really belong. But just tell yourself that if the faculty saw it fit to admit you to the program, it means that you are qualified enough to be here. You're qualified enough to be learning these things. So just believe in yourself and know that you can do it. So if they've put their trust in you as a student, you need to put that trust in yourself as well. The fourth one is to find your group from early and nurture your friendships, especially those of you who have friends inside your medical class. Check in on each other, ensure that they're doing fine, and that will help the journey to be a bit more bearable. And the last one is don't pay much attention to what other people are doing, right? Sometimes your colleagues can tell you all the muscles in the hand. Don't worry if you don't know all of them. Just tell yourself that you learn it and make a plan to do that. Take the time to tackle the information and don't let yourself become overwhelmed. Everyone has different ways at which they tackle stuff, at different methods in which they learn. And just, believe in yourself and pace yourself so that you can have the best outcome. So those are my few words of advice.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murdoch. I actually believe that it was very profound and well structured into your 5 points, and I think it in a very succinct way it captures the very same things that we've been saying to the students throughout these last 4 days in these different sessions. And I just thank you for giving that perfect summary. And I really hope that it doesn't fall on deaf ears, as in church they like to always say that. I hope it doesn't fall on deaf ears, but that it falls on fertile soil, that it can be nurtured and can grow. But eventually, that is exactly what I think. And I think there are so many impressionable young incoming student doctors and dentists. And the fact that they are watching this, the fact that they will watch it is already an indicator that they are submitting themselves to understanding the process through the lens of those of us who have gone before them and they are willing to put in the work to get to where you are. You are goals for us tonight, Dr. Murdoch, because you've been through where we are and you've made it out alive, even if it might have had sleepless nights and stressful moments and little weight loss or so whatever. You have made it, and the fact that you did it means that all of us can do it. So thank you so much, Dr. Murdoch, and I really hope that even as you start your internship tomorrow, that it will be a year of blessings for you. So thank you so much, and have a good evening.
No problem.
Welcome to Hypr Community. Hypr Community is a social learning network. It brings together the power and convenience of social media and super.
Hi guys. So we've finally come to the end, guys. I want to cry. We have finally come to the end of MedSchool KickOff, guys. I am exhausted, but I am equally so proud. I'm equally so happy. I'm equally so thankful that you are all here, that you've been with us for the last 4 days. For the last 4 days, we have had some excellent speakers, some excellent teachers, and even though I plan to take Xavier to court, Xavier for the last 2 days have been sharing with us some lovely academic basics, and I think that it has definitely put our students who have joined us one step ahead of everybody else. And so that was fantastic. But just before I go into giving the final vote of thanks to all the persons who have participated and all the persons who have helped to make these last few days possible, I want to first of all make an announcement, one, of the winner of the MedSchool KickOff Challenge 2, which was, I think it was posted sometime last week. And the winner of the MedSchool KickOff Challenge 2 is actually, and we are going to put up the name on the screen, and the person who is the winner is Keziah Morrison. And so we congratulate Keziah Morrison, and we ask that Keziah Morrison that you send us a message on Instagram, guys, and while you're at it, whether you're winning some guys, I am actually so sorry. I was just cut off for a second, but I was in the middle of saying that whether you won anything or not, go to Instagram at HyperAcademics to follow Hypr to find out what our plans are for you. But Miss Keziah Morrison, I believe it's a female. I'm so sorry if it's not. But just send us a message so you can actually claim your prize. And the final announcement, and I think Team Jamaica is still on with us. So if Team Jamaica is still on with us, I'm just going to ask you to put on your camera one last time. So we have Delicia. Oh my God. Yes, Delicia. We have Mark Anthony. And I'm not too sure if we have Rayshawn. If Rayshawn comes on, we'll put him on. But hi, guys. You are our winners for our family feud. I know it was very, very intense. It was very intense. But you guys emerged the winners as winners. So I just wanted to announce the prize that you will receive. So first of all, every single person is a winner, and every single person is going to win something from HyperAcademics. And so as the winners, you are going to be given an Amazon gift card, as well as a $20 credit towards any HyperAcademics product that you purchase in the first semester. So congratulations on receiving that. Just going to ask you to send us a message on Instagram with your full name and your email address so that we can advise you of when and how you can claim your prizes. So once again, thank you so much, Team Mona, for participating. Rayshawn is finally back with us. So guys, congratulations to you. and just follow us just send us a message and you can claim your prize. So big up yourself. We're going to also invite those from Cavill who are on board. We have Andy and Ahmad still with us. Chad is no longer with us. So for those from Cavill, just I'm gonna ask if you could turn on your cameras. Yes. And okay. So there's giving. Just mute your microphone for me. That's a little. All right. Okay, right. So, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for participating in our family feud, and I just want you to know what you will receive. So, you will actually receive an Amazon gift card. Okay. So, what we want you to do is to follow us on Instagram and send us a message, and we will be sure to advise you with your email address as well, and we'll be sure to advise you of how you can claim your prize. So guys, congratulations and thank you so much for participating. Okay, blessings. And then last, but by no means a Shakari, we're going to invite, oh my God, that was a lame joke. We're gonna invite Kira, Trudy, and Melissa. Are you still with us on Zoom? Let us know if you're still with us.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Guys, in the grand scheme of things, you did not make it to the finals, but you are still winners because first of all, you took the chance. You took the chance. And that's one of the things I want to ensure that everyone understands that, I mean, it doesn't matter what position you come from or what position you come out. The most important thing is that you took the leap of faith and you stepped into the ring. And that alone makes you a winner. And I'm not just saying that as senseless platitudes. It is the truth. So congratulations for participating and putting up a fight. And for your fight, you will receive $10 US credit towards any product that HyperAcademics will be providing for. You see how Trudy look like she's so excited for the little 10 US. Wonderful. I love that spirit. So again, send us a message on Instagram with your email address, and we will advise you of when and how you can claim your prize. So thank you so much for participating, Trudy, Kira, and Melissa. Blessings to you. So with that said, guys, we are wrapping up. I just want to once again big up every single one of you for joining. There are some of you who have joined religiously every single day for the last 4 days. And for that, HyperAcademics is very grateful. But we cannot end this program without thanking our partners. Our partners we could not do it without our partners. Our student organizations from all around the Caribbean. We have the Jamaica Medical Students Association. We have the Cave Hill Medical Students Association. We have the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Students Association. We have the University of the West Indies Surgical Society. We have the Jamaica Dental Students Association, and we have the UWI-MONA MBBS DDS class of 2025, who have been the 5 organizations who have participated in terms of ensuring that MedSkool KickOff was the success that it was. And so on behalf of HyperAcademics, I want to say thank you. And I want to go a step further by actually calling their names so that the annals of history will record our gratitude for the extent to which they have extended themselves. You will be quite surprised to know that there is at least one person, that means there's maybe more, but there's at least one person on the team of partners who had an exam on Friday and who has exams this coming week. And I messaged her and I was like, wait, but don't you have exams? She was like, it's okay. It's okay. And she is Candice Ambersley, despite her exams, she was there from day one, and she participated on day one, on day two, and I'm sure she's somewhere around. So we big up Candice Ambersley from the Jamaica Dental Students Association. We want to big up Sienna Lunan from the Jamaica Medical Students Association. I follow Sienna on Instagram, and I saw that she was in meeting after meeting, and I'm wondering, but how this young lady in so much meeting, and then she still plans to be at MedSkool KickOff in the afternoon, but she was there. And so we give thanks to you, Sienna, for all the effort that you placed into this event. We also want to thank Adam Ali, who is the outgoing president of the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Students Association. Thank you so much, Adam, for the hard work that you have put into ensuring that TTMSA was well represented on the team of partners on the planning team. We also want to thank Mr. Gabriel Harewood, Vice President on the Cavell Medical Students Association, for his efforts in bringing this program together, as well as galvanizing the support and the participation of the students down in Barbados. We want to also thank Jada Brown from the DDS class of 2025, and also represented the Jamaica Dental Students Association, for her participation and her assistance in the putting together of this production. You would have remembered that she would have been part of the conversation together with Miss Lunan yesterday. We also want to thank, and we already thanked Miss Candice Ambersley. We want to thank Miss Michaela Richardson, President of the MBBS class of 2023 here at Mona, for her efforts in ensuring that her team was well represented, and all the work that she would have been assigned to her would have been completed. We also want to thank Simon Scully, wearing more than one hat. Simon Scully as a vice president of the UE Surgical Society, but also Simon is part of us. Simon is one of us on the team. Simon is one of our tutors. And so we thank Simon, and we look forward to seeing more of Simon in the coming year. And I think I got everybody except one big-head man by the name of Xavier Brown. Xavier Brown, I'm going to be mature enough to say that even if we have beef, I can acknowledge that you are of some little use to us. Yeah, you have some little kind of use. For whatever it's worth, as little as your efforts were, and as minimal as they were valued for us, and as insignificant the effects that it had on how our future is going to plan out, we are still grateful. We are still grateful for the work that you've done with us. So thank you so much, Xavier. Xavier has basically been like my right hand man for the last couple of months, and I cannot really overexpress the extent to which I am grateful for Xavier as a friend, and also as a member of HyperAcademics as a director. So Xavier, all banter aside and court case aside and everything, I'm very grateful for you, and I want the world to know how much you mean to me and how much you mean to Hypr. So thank you so much for your efforts, Xavier, and we know that there's so much more to come in the coming months, even as you proceed into your penultimate year. So with that, guys, we have thanked everybody, and so the final thing to say is, guys, go out and be great. Ensure that you make the most of your medical and dental school experience. It's going to be a roller coaster, but as we said earlier on, just as how Dr. Murdoch could make it to the end, all of us, we are going to make it to the end one way or another. So just take everything that we've said into consideration, put it into perspective as you continue to orient yourselves with the programs at the various campuses, and just know that all will be well, all shall be well, and all must be well. Guys, on behalf of HyperAcademics, thank you very much for coming, and I just want to make a final appeal to you. Go onto Instagram, guys, and go onto @HyperAcademics and follow us, because we have a lot of things in store for you for this academic year. You're not going to get fed up of us because we're going to be in your face, but we're going to be in your face with things that you need, things that you want. We have some wonderful plans of partners, faculty, everybody, everywhere. Hypr is a place to be. So ensure that you don't become strangers. We're going to give you a few days break so that you can orient yourselves but by weekend, we're going to be back at it again in your inboxes because we have a lot of good things in store for you. So with that said, guys, have a wonderful evening and a beautiful rest of the week. It's been great for the last 4 days, and we will miss you. So bye, guys.